Hey everyone, this is PrinceBrightstar, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. So, we got patch 6.3 main scenario quest to take a look at here today. Let's go ahead and talk to Varshan over here and get that started. So, once more, unto the void. Prince. As always, your timing is most fortuitous. I wish to share with you news concerning Zero. You will recall that, in exchange for ether, she agreed to aid us in our search for my sister. At Yshtola's suggestion, I began providing said ether in the form of food. Zero has found the arrangement to be agreeable, and has been eating steadily. In large part due to that, she claims to have already made a full recovery. If you and the others are ready as well, I would set forth for the void once more. Excellent. I shall inform Yshtola and Estinian, and then go collect my other vessel from the alchemists. In the meantime, might I ask you to fetch Zero? She was absent when I visited her chambers earlier, but I suspect you will find her in the corridor connecting Yuj and Kama. It seems she's grown partial to the view of the city it affords. Once we have attended to our respective tasks, let us gather here. Alright, so we need to find Zero, and let's see, they are right over there. A little bit south of the main plaza. But they're actually up above. So, actually, we need to hit a different one. We'll hit this one over here where Kama is.
Everyone is so carefree. Unafraid and unconcerned in spite of their weakness, and how easily their lives could be torn apart in an instant. Such luxury is a loss to us. We have no hopes or dreams, and even the release of death. Only hunger. Others are a means to an end, at times a literal one. We forge covenants with men and come here to feed, or to die.
So Rooks, it's still kind of up in the air. I think I figured out the rotation, but I'm still getting used to it at this point, so we'll see.
I thought it would be no different when I was summoned by Xenos. Lives were tools to him, to be used and discarded at whim. In that respect, he was a void-sent at heart. But towards you, and you alone, he behaved differently. And I cannot fathom why. What was it that drove him? What made him choose such an end? But enough about that man. He is dead and we are all better for it. Why are you here? Was there something you needed?
We're returning to the void.
So you're heading back now. Then as per our bargain, I will go as well.
Alright, and let's make our way back over to Megaduta.
Everyone is here? Good. Let us set forth for the void once more.
What is it?
Looks like he had to leave his... Oh, yep. Had to leave his body there. Oh, is he just letting his people know?
He's... calling.
What is the meaning of this?
Unless I'm mistaken, that was intended for one of your kin. Who?
It was for the briefest of moments, but I felt her. Ashdire.
I thought she was in the void.
As did I. Yet the presence was unmistakable. Thus did I call out, only for it to fade and vanish.
Perhaps she crossed over to the source, then immediately turned back.
I do not know. Could she have found a way home?
The how of it aside, if she was indeed in the source, there may be clues where she came through that could lead us back to her. Where exactly was it that you felt her presence?
Far to the north. That was all I could discern.
The north, you say? Beyond the bounty? Garlemald?
As good a place to start as any. My apologies, Zero, but your return to the void will have to wait.
I told you before that I have no reason to go back there. Do as you will.
All right. I presume you wish to stay here in Radzatan until we return?
You've kept me amply fed. I wouldn't be averse to helping you on your search.
If Ashdire was indeed here, other Voidsent may have made the journey as well. Very well. We would welcome your company.
If it's decided, then I'll contact our associates in Garlemald. It's me. Still talking everyone's ears off, I trust?
I suppose it could, but I guess we'd have to, someone would have to retrieve his body first for that to happen.
Understood. We'll see you there. We're to rendezvous at Tertium. We'll need to teleport to make it there in time. Can you?
Aye. I know it well from my time as an avatar.
Then it seems we're all set.
If there is nothing else, let us see to our final preparations.
Alright, so we are headed north instead then. Estidian. By all accounts, Azdaia is Golbez's prisoner. Yet if she was in the source, it could be that she managed to escape from the void, if only for a fleeting moment. That is mere conjecture. If we want the truth, then we must go and find it. Come, let's make for Tertium. Our friends are waiting. Okay, a free teleport there. I'll take it.
Any moment now.
My friends, 'tis good to see you again.
And you. I was worried that the cold wouldn't agree with you, but you're both looking quite well.
You get used to it. It helps that there's no shortage of fuel and heaters like before.
Glad to hear it. Have you been working in Garlemald all this time?
We have. Though the worst is behind them, the people still have a long road ahead. With the nation in ruins and the leadership void yet to be filled, there remains a lack of direction, a pervasive sense of aimlessness and worry.
Still, everyone wants to make things better. And we're here to help. A lot of Garleans wanted nothing to do with us, but they're starting to come round. Slowly, but surely.
Sounds like quite the undertaking.
Indeed, it has not been easy. But we've been able to make progress thanks to the cooperation of like-minded souls. The allied nations continue to send supplies, which allow us to meet basic needs such as food and shelter. Meanwhile, Euless and a number of soldiers have begun a restoration initiative, with more and more volunteers joining by the day.
Like Alphino said, they've got a long road ahead of them. But we'll get there together, one step at a time. But enough about events here. What brings you to us? And with new company, besides?
This may take rather a long time to explain, but bear with me.
The 13th! After traveling to the edge of existence, I thought you'd keep your escapades closer to home for a while. But I suppose there's no stopping you. Not that I'm one to talk, of course.
The heart of an adventurer cannot be denied.
You could have at least invited me, too. Surely there was room enough for me and Grahar in the Undersea Vault.
Yeah, but then people would start talking that there were too many scions together. That maybe the scions were back together again. Really? They don't let you pick that as an option? Alright, I thought you were busy.
I know. I only meant to tease. Mostly. But on a more serious note, are we sure it's wise to keep Xenos' former avatar around? I understand how you came to work together, but nevertheless...
You're right to be cautious. I'm a void sent, after all. But do not conflate me with Xenos. To recall my time in his service, it angers me.
Is that so? I think we'll get along just fine, you and I.
Now that we are all caught up, to the matter at hand. As we were about to resume our search in the void, I felt the presence of my sister Ajdaya in the source. Somewhere in the far north, perhaps even here in Galmald. If you have seen or heard anything out of the ordinary, I must know.
As a matter of fact, we may have. In recent days, we have had to contend with a surprising number of Voidsent. And not the lesser kind that occasionally manifest, but ones possessed of considerable power.
You think they might have been summoned? By whom?
We're not sure. But as Euless reminded us, practitioners of a certain traditional Garlean art rely upon Void-sent servants.
The Reapers.
The very same I believe you have mastered.
Indeed.
While there are no known Reapers left in Garlemald, we can't rule out the possibility that some are working in secret.
To summon not one, but several powerful Voidsent is no small feat. But if Ajdaya was indeed called from the Void...
Then it is likely the same party is responsible. Alternatively, the etheric confluence at the Tower of Babel may have triggered an expansion of natural fissures one could use to cross over. But I think that improbable, if not impossible.
Then we must assume these events have indeed been orchestrated.
Well, summoned or no, we've been trying to track them to their origin. It's the mountains to the east, we think.
Can you guide us there?
I would, but the terrain is too difficult to traverse on foot. Nor is flying an option due to the winds.
Too much ground to cover in any case. Is there no way to narrow it down?
There is one place we thought to look first. An isolated village rumored to have once been home to a Reaper order.
That would indeed make an excellent start. Though the question of how to get there remains.
Didn't we once do something to get to where Shiva was? To where Lady Iceheart was? Giselle?
Euless may be of assistance. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass and consult him.
Then again, I guess we would have to assume that there's an Aetherite on the other side, which might not actually exist. Anyway. So we are actually headed all the way back to camp. Oh, Prince, what a welcome surprise. And I see you're traveling with a large crew as usual. Not to suggest that's an inconvenience for us, we'd be happy to share our supplies with you and your allies, should you require any. Apologies if we interrupt, Euless, but there's a matter we wish to discuss. We've just finished our routine briefings, so you've come at a good time. Is this about the Voidsent? It is. From what we can discern, they're coming from the mountains to the east. Practitioners of the Reaper arts once lived in that area, did they not? Yes, they had a village there in the Lapis Manalis caverns. The Scythe wielders forged pacts with Voidsent and took to battle with the beings at their side. For a time, they played an invaluable role in our military, but the advent of Magitech saw them fall out of favor. And when some were unmasked as insurrectionists, the order was outlawed. The village is believed to be long abandoned. Speaking of their art, it seems you picked it up. Who was it that taught you? Someone in Ul'dah. Well, I suppose it's neither here nor there now. My sister had been taken captive by Voidsent. I sensed her presence in this land, and I have come in search of her. If Voidsent have been sighted here, then I believe there is a connection. We should like to investigate these caverns you mentioned, but Alphino tells us that they are not easily reached. I don't think Euless has ever met you, Varshan. I'm afraid so. Deep snow and tumultuous winds rule out walking and flying. If you want to get anywhere, you're going to need a Magitech snowcraft. Alas, the last remaining functional one we had has broken down. Should still be over in Cerulean Ingens, where it was abandoned. Is there anyone who can fix it? Call Sid! Perhaps the former engineers at Tapper's Den. Their duty included transporting cerulean tanks to Uterna Platform G using snowcraft. I expect they had to maintain a few over the years. That's worth looking into, I'd say. In the course of delivering provisions, I've come to know the people there quite well. If they can help us, I'm sure they will. May I ask you to accompany her? Given the presence of Voidsent, it's best that we avoid traveling alone. In the meantime, will you not tell me more about the mountains? I would like to learn as much as I can before commencing our search in earnest. Come with me. I'll introduce you to someone who's well-versed in the local geography. Alisei, was it? I wish to speak to you. Speak to you. In that case, why don't you come with us to Tapper's Den? We can chat on the way. Alright, next point is to the east. Okay, I suppose maybe calling for Sid immediately might be a little wanting, I suppose. But then again, didn't he help in the last part? I'm trying to remember now.
What was it you wished to talk about?
Why do you help these people? What is it that you stand to gain?
I'm sorry?
You don't act on behalf of a higher power, nor are you bound by a contract. In spite of this, you help them. Why?
And there I thought it was something serious. I help them because I want to.
Because it's the right thing to do.
But what do you stand to gain? You didn't answer the question.
Didn't I? I followed my heart. What I got out of it came after. Was there anything else? If not, let's keep moving.
Right.
Zero forgets they're in a different world right now. Different rules.
To act not out of obligation or in pursuit of gain. To simply live. And they survive like this.
Alright, Alice A. We should get back to it, but before we do... Are you alright, Zero? Did I say something that confused or upset you? No, I'm simply trying to understand your perspective. If you wish to continue, I'm ready and able. Well, that's a relief. This isn't the sort of place you want to mull over things. It's not much farther to Tapper's Den. I doubt we'll have much trouble finding an engineer when we arrive, so let's speak with the first one we spot. Wait, I know you. You're the one who roughed up the guards. After you left, your contingent friends came along. Our lives are a lot easier now thanks to them. They understood our plight and offered to help, whether we wanted to stay here or return home. For that, we're truly grateful. We're grateful to you too, Alice A. The trip across the lake is hardly pleasant, but you make it all the same to bring us provisions. Oh, don't mention it. We're just glad we can help. That said, we're actually hoping to ask a favor of you today. We need a Magitech snowcraft repaired, the one abandoned in Cerulean Engines. We were told you might be up to the task. Ah, so you want to ride the mammoth. That's what we took to calling the crafts on account of their size. As often as I use them on rigs, I know a thing or two about their maintenance. I'll see if I can get your mammoth roaring again. It's the least I can do to repay your kindness. Wonderful. Please come back with us to Camp Broken Glass and we'll take it from there. So far so good, Prince. Let's be on our way. Alright. So, we're headed back to camp. We'll just teleport over. Thank goodness we were able to find someone to help with the repairs. Alright, Alpha No. Welcome back. I presume this is the engineer who will help us with the craft? I'll do everything I can get to get her up and running again. But I doubt I'll be able to do so quickly, at least on my own. The mammoth is big, and so are its parts. Some strong backs should make the work go faster. You have ours. You finished learning about the mountain, I take it? Aye. We have a solid grasp of the area. as well as the sight of the snowcraft. My back is perhaps not as strong as some, but I should be glad to stand guard for void scent and other unruly wildlife. Much obliged, miss. Then let's all head over to the mammoth and assess what needs fixing. We have matters here well in hand, which means we can resume our duties. Would you care to assist us, Prince? How about you, Zero? I will assist you as well, as payment for answering my question. It's hardly something that demands payment, but we'd be glad for your contribution nonetheless. Alright. Alpha No once again. My thanks again for agreeing to help. The Ilzabard contingent brings in shipments of food, medicine, and other necessities by airship. We have yet to deliver a share of supplies to Tertium, and would appreciate it if one of you could assist us with the task today. I'll do it. Well, Prince, it looks like you're with me then. Void scent sightings have been increasing by the day, which is why I had a mind to go out and patrol the Eblan Rime. Shall we? Alright, so that takes us a little bit to the east again. Void scent were spotted here not long ago. Considering the proximity to Camp Broken Glass, everyone is understandably concerned. But hopefully not for much longer. You follow this road eastward, and I'll have a look to the north. If you should encounter any void scent, I won't begrudge you for dispatching them without me. Alright, let's have a look. Right around here. You survey your surroundings, but do not spy any errant void scent. Okay. Might have one right here. Yep. I guess we can call this one one as well. Or I guess that one was just in the area. You survey your surroundings, but do not spy any errant void scent. Alright, one more spot. Right down here. another two behind them. Okay. Alright, let's catch up with Alice.
All finished, are we? Good. The cold doesn't let up out here, does it? They've the means to keep everyone warm at Camp Broken Glass and Tertium. But the measures are still only temporary.
Maybe we need to bring the people of Garlemald back to their home.
Subsisting on charity. Dreading the day the sympathy of others is exhausted. It's no way to live. They need lasting safety and security. Though things will never be as they once were. If we can restore a modicum of normalcy to their lives, maybe that will be enough for them to move forward. If we're to achieve that, we have to work harder. I have to work harder.
Just try not to overdo it, eh?
Oh, come now. You think I don't know my own limits? Still, I appreciate your concern. Well, our work here is done. We should be heading back. I hope Alphino and Zero haven't gotten into any trouble. I cannot imagine how awful it must have been to serve as Xenos' avatar. To not only suffer him, but so much else. She's a fighter, all right. Like you and me.
Meanwhile, at Tertium.
Thank you, miss. Thank you. This feels strangely familiar.
Excuse me, Alphino. My wife, she's come down with a high fever. Do you think you could take a look at her?
Of course. Give me a moment. Zero, may I leave the rest here to you?
Fine by me.
You don't put that so close to the edge there.
Thank you again for your help. Zero, was it? I take it you're one of Alphino's comrades?
Comrade? We've entered into a cooperative pact, if that's what you mean.
Pact? No, nothing so formal. What I mean is, you must know each other well. Be on good terms, enjoy each other's company, that sort of thing.
Then no, he's not my comrade. I have none. Nor will I ever, I think.
Oh.
Did I say something odd?
No, not at all. On the contrary, it makes sense. When Alphino and the contingent first arrived, we rejected them out of hand. Whatever they may have claimed, they were the enemy. Savages with their savage ways. To accept their help was to admit defeat. But no matter how poorly we treated them, they didn't turn their backs on us. They stayed and listened. That's just the kind of people they are. Makes sense they'd get along with someone like you who tries to push others away.
Get along? I'm upholding my part of the bargain. There's nothing more to it than that.
If you say so. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten why I came. Are you hungry? We all get rations, and considering the work you're doing, you're as good as one of us.
I am running low on ether. Very well.
Azim Steppe-style dumplings. Butz, they call them. Never had a dumpling. It's like a kind of bread stuffed with a filling, meat or vegetables usually, that you bake or steam. We have our own recipes in Garlemald too. My mother liked to make them. My brother and sister always fought over the jam-filled ones. Just think of it as bread, all right?
Got some good jiggle fizzes on that.
I should warn you though, they're spicy. Helps them keep longer, I assume. Too much for the children to handle though.
Interesting.
Interesting good, or interesting...
I don't know much about taste. Not anymore. But I do feel a sensation in my mouth.
Is that a bad thing?
Not necessarily.
That's enough for me. I've heard it said that spices are more akin to fire than flavors. Perhaps that makes them easier to understand.
Oh, Euless, getting acquainted with Zero, are we?
I suppose I am.
No harm in that. Acquaint away.
He's lucky he hasn't figured out that she's Xenos's Voidsen.
Ah, everyone is here. Excellent. Thank you all for your hard work. I've just finished up myself. Shall we go and find Estinian?
Alphino! Alize!
Why don't we try the melon pie? And yeah, Brooks, I definitely agree with you there. They're definitely, whoever wrote the story in NGS, they're definitely having problems because they haven't given it the groundwork that they need to be able to even have scenes like that in there. Instead, they just introduce a character, and then 5 minutes later they try to have a scene like that, and it just falls flat because the player doesn't care about the character yet. Forgive me the interruption, but I come with grave news. A horde of Void Center are approaching from the mountains to the east. Their numbers are beyond anything we've ever seen. What? But Y'shtola and the others. Anyone outside of Tertium is in danger. We must find and bring them all here at once. Can we count on your aid, Zero? I've already settled the debt for my question. I'm not obliged to help. What's more, death in this world is absolute. You asked me to put my life on the line. Without suitable payment, I will do no such thing. That's fair. What do we have to offer that might be enough? You're right, Zero. You're not obligated to help, and I wouldn't presume otherwise. Nevertheless, we are in need. Assuming the booze I gave you is worth anything, would you at least be willing to stand watch at this encampment? That way, more of us will be able to go out and see the people to safety. Very well. Unless we come under attack, I do no more than stand watch. I dare say Tertium will be safe enough with Zero here. Let us go and find Y'shtola and the others, and assist with the evacuation. Another teleport. And it appears duty calls. Tertium will be fine. Ulyss and his people have weathered far worse. We must make haste to the snowcraft, where our friends and the engineers should be. Given their position, they may soon find themselves at the mercy of the Void Scent. If it comes to it, we must be prepared for battle. I'm ready, don't you worry. How about you, Prince? Upon departing from Tertium, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. In addition, you will be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Alright, let's get this started.
Report. Lost contact. When? Void sent. I'd bet my life on it. Understood. I'll investigate at once. A unit transporting supplies has gone silent en route to Broken Glass. I will go and search for it. Stay here and keep watch. But be ready to answer my call.
If it was Void sent, you'd be a fool to go alone. They'll find you before you find your men, and then they'll devour you as well.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps I don't stand a chance, but I can't just abandon them.
I can't repay you for the bread if you're dead. I'll go.
What? No! I couldn't possibly ask you to do that.
I'm far better suited to dealing with Void Sent. It makes sense. Or do you mean to say you'd rather I stay here because you can't protect this place on your own?
Fine. Just don't do anything stupid. Promise me.
Are we gonna roleplay as her?
Damn these demons!
Return to the camp. Now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Kindred, why do you interfere? Ah, of course. You sold your soul to feed.
I have taken bread, but my soul is forever mine.
Looks like I called it. Alrighty. So what do we have here? So, Infernal Slice combo, Nightmare Scythe combo, Bloodbath, Engravement, and Communio. Alright.
A deal is a deal. I cannot let you pass. More of them.
And just spamming the AoE seems to be getting the job done here.
Still more.
Get some health back. For Erica. She must be, familiar with Ferdiad, then. Yeah, that's a silk tower. Ads out of here. So far, so good.
Not good.
Alright, who's coming in from the sides?
I can't.
Yeah, those casts were a bit quick there, that's for certain.
How big must the gate be for their light to come through? Is this it then?
Yep. Yeah,
Just
your
like
intention.
that time.
You're definitely intended to lose that one.
When light still shone upon the world. When the Contra Memoria still raged.
Stand aside if you value your life.
We're only after women and wine. Darkness can take the rest.
You're not taking another step towards that village.
Stupid girl. You were warned.
Gotcha. And now we can get back to our business.
Get up, damn you! Too weak. I need help. Someone, please. The same mistakes, the same ends. Again and again. What should I? What could I have done? What? Who? You. What are you doing here?
Y'shtola and Estinian had matters well in hand, so we went where we were needed.
Can you stand?
You're not finished yet, Zero. Let's fight together.
All right. I will let it burn. This fire in my breast. Let it burn and rage and guide.
In the coming battle, you will fight as... Why don't they just say yourself? Alright. Let's do this.
Goodness, we're not too late. Can you still fight?
Aye.
Press the attack!
Might want to get over here. Oh, interesting. Now over here.
Just warming up!
My strength is spent. I'll only get in your way.
Chin up! We'll get through this together!
Split up!
Stay sharp.
Watch out!
yet.
Alright, I guess we're taking these out to deal with the shrapnel.
We must weather this together.
I will repay this debt.
Alright, what's the pattern this time? Another of these.
This has gone on long enough. I will finish it. Now!
Oh, what's Zero up to?
Let's buy her some time.
There are a lot coming in all at the same time here. At least for once it's a little challenging.
I am your end.
There we go.
Well done.
Alright, duty complete.
You did well to find me out here.
We have Euless to thank for that. He was quite worried when he called.
People of Garlemald, thank you.
No. If it was not for you and the others,
Well, let's not fuss over details. We should return to Tertium. Can you make it that far?
I think so.
Zero, are you all right?
Well enough. No void scent struck here, did they?
No, and there weren't any more casualties thanks to you.
Oh. What are you doing?
You'll have no debts to repay, if that's what you're worried about. If anything, I owe you a week's worth of boots.
Alright, Alice A. Zero's convalescing aboard the train. Euless has already given her something to eat, so I suppose all we can do is wait. I can't help but wonder, though, what possessed her to go and fight all those void scent on her own? Not that I know the going rate for such things, but I doubt one booze would suffice. I think someone has been a bad influence on her. Oh, I'm just joking. Or am I? In any case, many people owe her their lives. I'll be sure to thank her when she's back on her feet. Alright. Let's grab the skill speed. As Alice said, many people owe Zero their lives. This is not her world, nor her battle to fight, yet she risks life and limb for us nonetheless. That would not be soon forgotten. Now then, I expect our friends will return soon. Once everyone has gathered, we can take stock of the situation. Apologies for the delay. I finished replenishing my ether. Oh, glad am I to hear it. We must thank you again, Zero. Indeed, many are still alive because of you. Those soldiers, not least of all. How fared you? Better than I did, by all counts. We had to contend with our fair share of void scent en route to the snowcraft, but we had the benefit of numbers. With their help, we quickly dispatched all the void scent that came our way. Thankfully, they stayed dead in our world. We were trying to decide what to do next when we received word about the transport. Which is how Alice, Prince, and I came to find you. While the immediate threat has been addressed, we cannot rest easy yet. For Void Scent to appear in such numbers, we must assume that a Void Gate has indeed been opened nearby. Meaning more of them can come through at their leisure. It seems the best course of action is to investigate Lapis Manalis, as you intend. What is the state of the snowcraft? Merely operational, I believe. Vitra is with the engineer, who is hard at work as we speak. Why don't we join them in Cerulean Ingens? Finally, a chance to go on the offensive. I would join you as well. I wouldn't dream of refusing you, but what did you have in mind for payment? Payment won't be necessary. I will do this because I want to. You have kindled something within me. A compulsion? A desire to act? That has been burning since you came to my aid out in the snow. I do not understand it, but I wish to, and to that end I will heed it. Then perhaps I'll understand your answer. I would also like to join you in tracing the Void Scent to their origin, though that would mean neglecting my duties here. Don't worry about us. Between my people and the contingent, we can keep things running well enough. Just find where the Void Scent are coming from, and see that they stop. Take care, Zero. I will. Alright, let's see where we're headed. All the way to the south. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to see what Zero learns after all this. This is... I doubt they're going to be any close to wanting to become a Scion after this, especially, you know, considering the Scions are broken up. But at the same time, we've almost got the whole crew here now. There you are. Your timing couldn't be better. Thanks to Varshan's help, I've managed to finish the repairs faster than I anticipated. The Mammoth's ready for the snow once more. You can leave the piloting to me too. It'd be my pleasure to get you to where you need to go. You are too kind. Thank you. Let us be on our way then, shall we? Lapis Manalis now available. Alright, so we're headed into a dungeon. Alright, so... in terms of healing... let's go with Varshan.
Together, then.
Oh. No, actually, we can't take him as that. Oh, dear. Okay. Wow, okay, Alphino's the only healer we've got here. Sheesh.
'Twould be a pleasure as always.
Alright, in that case, let's go... Let's
If
go
you
Zero
insist.
and Varshan
Together, then.
as our DPS. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, 2D commenced. And we've already got mobs.
No mercy.
Alphino, you want to hit me with some better heals there?
You cannot stop us!
Alright, gate is down. Up we go.
No mercy.
That's far enough.
Alright, first boss, Albion. Looks like a Yeti. Something's coming in from the side there. Okay. Yeah, so watch the sides, it looks like. Okay, left slams, let's go to the right. And let's reverse that just in case. Nope, we're good. Let's try behind a rock. Nope, we're good. Now we get behind a rock.
You forced my hand.
Alright, let's back away from here.
There!
You forced my hand.
You cannot stop us!
Alright, first boss down. More Void Scent. Alright. Alright, you can definitely tell the remains of a town were here.
I have you!
Let's see. The assaults from outside tribes have markedly increased of late. The Geraldines proved an especially barbarous thorn in our sides, their nigh ceaseless pillaging, no doubt an effort to hoard supplies in preparation for the coming winter. No longer able to tolerate the damages suffered by these incursions, the Senate issued an order for their king's assassination, and we Reapers were asked to ready our blades. With 3 of her fellows in tow, Galtea set out under cover of night and infiltrated the enemy's fortress. Their mission was a great success, which soon put the enemy to rout. And we got some other things here. Emperor Solus is convinced this Magitech will spark a revolution in warfare as we know it. And as he devotes further resources to its advancement, our arts continue to fall out of favor. I fear the age of the Reaper has come to an end. After all our forebears have sacrificed for the good of the Empire, the blood spilled, the lives lost, they would dare deem us relics of a bygone era. Indeed, they believe the future lies with their Reaper battle armor. Aspirants are reminded not to approach the figures of the Pale Harvest without express permission. They should be treated with no less reverence than Galatea herself, and are hardly less dangerous. Only those who have successfully forged a pact with an avatar may spar with the Galatea Parva. They will serve to refine one's use of invocations and tactical coordination. The Galatea Magna, however, is reserved for those who are able to serve as hosts to their avatar. This Periculus mannequin is designed to push a Reaper to their limits, if not beyond them. Learn to walk in Death's shadow, and you shall know no fear. Interesting, so maybe some hints about the upcoming bosses. Maintenance of the Galatea must be handled with the utmost care. The delicate art of their making has long since been lost, making repairs difficult, and reproduction all but impossible. The knowledge was kept secret, passed down to those who would inherit the position of Master Dollmaker. That is, until one man chose to break with tradition. He claimed to be leaving on a journey in pursuit of an unparalleled beauty, but we never learned the truth of it. The only thing that is certain is the art of our forebears left with him. Alright. And indeed, there is one of the bosses, one of the ones that was spoken of.
You forced my hand.
Okay, so 1, 2. Got it. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a training dummy, based on what it's saying. Alrighty. And moving deeper within the cave, we have a pitfall, apparently.
I am of the first brood. forced my hand.
I can't say I've ever recalled seeing any of these red in color like these. That looks like the final boss area down there.
That's far enough.
If I had to guess, I would say that might be ceruleum on fire there.
You forced my hand.
You cannot stop us!
Alright, let's see who we got.
All shall cower before the might of Archfiend Kanyatso!
Hanyaxo, okay. Alright, let's do this.
I've been waiting so long. Don't disappoint. Brace yourselves. I bring my all to bear.
Anybody got some, Actually, no, we didn't bring, Y'shtola, so, Okay, we're gonna get pushed here.
Darkness, take you!
Drink deep of blackest terror!
Darkness, take you!
I wonder how you'll taste.
Darkness, take you!
That'll just so whet the appetite.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, Lightning should be able to shock him out of whatever he's doing here. Unfortunately, we don't have Y'shtola to cast some lit spells, or lightning spells, rather.
No more games! Be swallowed by the tide! What? That's not right! How do you like this?
Darkness, take you!
Out of my way!
Good, good. A fitting finale. Why are you still alive?
Pretty interesting fight, and I love what they did with their model compared to the original versions back in Final Fantasy IV.
My fans raise all!
Looks like we're not done just quite yet here. I've never seen such a void scent with such command over water. I feel your presence, sister. Where are you? That they could open so large a gate is troubling. So goes another archfiend. Why do you suppose they chose this as their lair? Come on, Alice. Well, that was a challenge.
Tell me one thing, Cagnazzo. A dragon of our world crossed over into yours long ago, but I have felt her presence here again. What is the meaning of this?
I dare say what you felt was this.
By the sisters.
Well, we've dealt with those before, haven't we?
What have you done to Ashdaya?
If you want answers, you'll have to get them from Lord Golbez. Assuming you've the strength to face him. A pity I will not see the plan to fruition, but my part is done, and to fight with the thrill of battle in my heart makes it all the more worthwhile.
No! Wait! Where is she? Where is my sister?
At long last, I go to join the great flow.
By the gates closing, there can be no doubt that he was the one who opened it.
Oh, Ashdaya. I prayed we might meet once more.
She is likely still in the void. Take heart. We will find her yet.
So what now?
While you discuss how to proceed with your search, I would excuse myself to look around. There may be salvage that we could use at the camp.
In that case, I'll patrol the area for more void scent.
Very well. Let us take a moment to consider our options.
Alright, so, with that, Cagnazzo is gone, but we really don't have much knowledge in terms of what the next step needs to be here. So, We're going to discuss that in just a few minutes here. I want to take a quick 3 to 5 minute break, and then I will be right back with you. So please stand by, everyone. I'll be right back. Alright, everyone, I am back. Let us go ahead and talk to Y'shtola here. Looks like they have what we need to complete the quest. So, we have discovered the source to the Void-Sent outbreak in Garlemald. A gate forced open from the void. The barrier between our worlds is especially thin here, I suspect. Elsewise, I see little reason why the Reapers chose to live in such an inhospitable place. Even if the conditions are ideal, we're talking about a gate that could pass an archstreet. Opening one so large could not have been easy. In the age of Allag, Emperor Zonde created an enormous portal using a prodigious amount of ether harnessed by the Crystal Tower. In theory, a similar feat should be possible from within the void. One need but have the requisite amount of ether, such as that harbored by a great worm's eye. And its ether is indeed greatly diminished. In Prince's vision, Golbez let his archfiends feed upon Ajdaya's ether. If he has also taken an eye to open this gate, it does not bode well, I know. Nevertheless, we must remain hopeful and continue our search. What I find curious is why our foes chose to strike now, some 5,000 years after Ajdaya vanished into the void. And while their overarching plan remains a mystery, what exactly was Kanyag's part in it that he had finished? Alright, so we can enter the duty with a party of NPC avatars. You may be advised that you may use mounts within Lapis Manalis, but only during this quest. Okay. Oh, Ajdaya, what has become of you? That even your eyes should be so spent of ether. I cannot bear the thought of her being held captive a moment longer. But how will I find her? What must I do? Calm yourself, Vitra. I appreciate that you are upset, but such compassion clouds your judgment. You must endeavor to remain composed. When your mind is clear, we may consider how to proceed with our search. You are right. In the meantime, I will help Alphino and Alice back at the village. That sounds like a fine idea. We should go as well. Pray give me a moment longer. At least they give you access to the mount so you can move around in here quicker. But I have to wonder if there's... Yeah, there's nothing else in here, so... Okay, so we are going to have a chat or something here. I don't see Vitra with you. Is everything all right? He needs a moment to himself. While he is indisposed, we thought we'd lend you a hand. I've just finished patrolling the area, so we're fine on that front. There are no signs of void scent, and I doubt we'll see any more now that the gate has been closed. As for Alphino, he sets his sights on the cerulean spring. Aha! I guessed right! We're hoping to take as much of the stuff as the snowcraft can bear. That much fuel would keep the people warm for a good while. We've managed to procure a few suitable containers for transporting the ceruleum, and we're about to return to the spring. If you've a mind to scrounge up more containers, I can take what you have now and get them filled. Thank you, Estinian. The more we can load into the snowcraft, the better. Would you and your stolen mind helping us with our search then? You'll need to take any suitable containers to the spring, and then back to the snowcraft once you've filled them with ceruleum. Alright, moving on. A bottomless barrel. As in, there's nothing at the bottom of it? This is less a container and more a sieve, given its poor condition and visible holes. Alright, same thing with that one. It is a welcome change to have Zero helping of her own volition. Perhaps she is finally beginning to trust us. Any luck finding a container? Will this be solid enough? What about those wheelbarrows down there? Same thing with that. A sturdy barrel might work, though. The container appears to be well suited for repurposing. It would be a fine choice for ceruleum storage. Okay. You know, I suppose they could always make multiple trips here, depending upon how much is left over. That seemed like a pretty big spring, after all. And then you got some bubbling up from the ground there. Just need to carry this liquid fire to the snowcraft? Sounds simple enough. The container is now filled to the brim with ceruleum. If that one has been filled, you should hurry and take it to the snowcraft. Justinian has already seen to the rest. Go on ahead. The others ask I remain here in the event they find more. Good work, my friend. I expect we'll have a sizable load to deliver. Alright, let's drop this off. Snowcraft is all but overflowing with ceruleum containers. However, several of your comrades have yet to arrive. Perhaps a nearby vantage point will afford you a more favorable view of their return. And where is Varshan?
Is Ritra not back yet?
Here they are.
My apologies for the delay.
Are you all right?
I am. As distressing as this turn of events was, the eye itself gives me cause to hope. While it is no longer possessed of Ashdaya's will, it may yet lead us to her. Were it not for your encouragement, I would never have dared to embark on my search, much less come this far. I will not lose faith. I will find my sister, wheresoever she may be.
We'll return the eye to her, together.
Though tainted, the eye has not fully succumbed to darkness. Ashdaya herself may have been able to resist its influence.
Well, as much as we'd love to take part in your next foray, we can't abandon our efforts here.
Indeed. We'll need to keep a close watch, in case the Void Gate opens again as well. Though should it prove safe to do so, I have some ideas for how we might put this village to use.
Do what you must. We will manage.
To free Ashdaya, I expect we will have to deal with Golbez once and for all. After which you may undertake your work without worry.
We look forward to the glad tidings.
You'll take good care of everyone, won't you?
What? Why do you ask me this?
Because comrades look out for one another, and I can't think of anyone more qualified to keep them safe.
True. I will do no less than I've promised.
If our respective plans are settled, then let us head back.
I suppose this is where we part ways for now. Though we have every faith in you, we will pray for your safety all the same. I'm glad we have a chance to talk, Zero. We had a chance to talk, Zero. Take care until next time. Till next time. Alright, Zero, what are you thinking? Am I right in assuming that we are to return to the Void? Now that matters here have been settled, yes. But first, we should return to Razat Han to prepare. When everyone is ready, let us convene at Megaduta. Alright, back to Razat Han we go.
If everyone is ready, then let us depart for Al-Zadal's legacy.
Now what?
What was that?
A deluge of ether. The mark of a terrible magic.
It wasn't far from here. Let's go.
I'm surprised Vitra didn't fly towards it instead of taking his vessel.
Hey, you! Stop! If you're thinking of taking to sea, don't!
What has happened?
We were out working our nets when a light suddenly shot up over Buffalo Isle with a boom. A massive fiend then took to the skies. Another blasphemy, we feared. But we didn't linger to find out.
Did you see where it was headed?
I can't say for sure, but it looked like it was northward bound.
I see. Our thanks for the warning, and do not let us keep you. Buffalo Isle is connected to Al-Zadal's legacy. This cannot be a coincidence.
In response to Karnyatso's defeat, they have come for our gate.
So it seems. I would ascertain the situation at the vault, but the fiend must be dealt with, ere people come to harm. I shall assume my dragon form and seek it out at once.
Wait! You heard the fisherman. A blasphemy, they called it. If another flying creature was sighted now, others will assume the worst and panic will spread. This is not the way.
We can work together on this.
You are right, Estinian. I will gather my soldiers and search the Isle for casualties. The fiend, I leave to you. The hunt will go more swiftly with help. Zero, might I prevail upon you to accompany him?
Very well.
Then Estinian and I will make for Al-Zadar's legacy and secure the gate.
Stay on your guard. The enemy is clever and will have anticipated our response. Be safe, my friends, and may the sisters guide your steps.
Alright, Zero. We know the fiend was headed north, but that still leaves a lot of ground for you to cover. We need a way to conduct our search more efficiently. Do you have any ideas? We split up and make inquiries. In other words, we seek help from the locals. If you think it best, then very well. So, where to then? The Great Work and the encampment at the Hamza Hatchery? If both places are to the north, then the people there may indeed have seen something. Very well, I will head to the Great Work, and leave the encampment to you. Alright, that leads us to the... Going to the east? No, that's heading up there, all the way to the north. There's the encampment. These fishermen saw a fiend emerge from the Buffalo remnants before heading north, you say? I saw what I thought was a ball of flame flung from the explosion, but now I wonder. It flew north, in the direction of Kadaga. If it is in fact a fiend, then we have trouble on our hands. We must remain vigilant. Alright, and one more. Saw the light over the Buffalo remnants too, did you? We've sent scouts to investigate, but they've yet to report back. We will continue to watch here, but if you learn anything, be sure to let us know. Okay, and then... I presume you've come to investigate the explosion of the remnants as well. We've yet to ascertain precisely what happened. Is there any information you can share with us? A fiend emerged from the explosion and flew towards Kadaga? By the sisters, had I learned of this sooner. Never mind, there's no time to waste. Alright, let's see. Let's go with the Garlian pizza. Confound it! We were so concerned with the explosion that we failed to recognize that the threat had not yet passed. We must alert command at once and instruct the people to seek shelter. I'll go and see if the fiend is indeed there. But there's no telling what manner of enemy this may be. Then again, you are more than capable of defending yourself. As you wish, we will leave this in your hands. The Giant Skull grounds are situated at the base of Kadaga. I myself am not familiar with the mountain pass, but the quarry workers are bound to know many. Kentar, for instance. He has worked there the longest. Go well, my friend, and may the sisters keep you. Alright, that leads us east. And I suppose, if this is an explosion we're dealing with here, then it's possible Rubicante may be in play. But we'll have to see. You want to climb Kadaga? You couldn't have chosen a worse time. There was an earthquake earlier, and it triggered a rock slide. I'm afraid the main path to the summit may be blocked. But if you're determined to go, then I suggest you speak with Samal. He climbs like a langur, and might know some other ways up, if not the gentlest. Alright. How to reach the top of Kataga? After what has happened, this should be the last place anyone sane would want to be. But yes, I am familiar with another route that should still be passable. I was once afraid of heights, you see, and used it to build up my courage. Though I cannot say I have the courage to brave it under these conditions. I'll take you to where the route starts, but no further, alright? Let us proceed.
Hello, can you hear me? We were too late. The vault has been destroyed. The alchemical furnace with it. This was their true objective, to deny us entry into the void. Kanyatso and Ajdaya's eye were a diversion. A means to detain us in Garlemald, while they went to work here. To reduce the vault to rubble. That which you hunt is no ordinary foe. Have care.
Yeah, that looks like Rubicante to me.
Such an exquisite sight. A canvas of vibrant colors. As was our world, too, once.
One of Golbez's champions, I presume.
I am Rubicante, the archfiend of fire. A monster in flesh, yet in spirit I remain a man, a prisoner of the past. Such tears I wept when darkness consumed the world, until Lord Golbez came and spoke of salvation. Thus do I walk proudly at his side, to see his dream fulfilled. Your heart is pure. For benevolent cause you seek the dragon. But I cannot allow you to have it. Cannot allow you to interfere. If you would continue, then there is but one recourse. I shall await you at the summit. Come, mortal. Come and weigh your righteousness against mine.
Come to think of it, you know, if there was ever a need to get back into the void again, over to the 13th, then I suppose they could always create another deal with the Cloud of Darkness to get in there. Oh, Mount Lord deals. Okay. So that place in Final Fantasy history is where Cecil became a paladin. Alright, so let's go ahead and queue up. And it looks like we're already ready. So, you gonna heal us before we...
Stay the course, as I knew you would. As too will I. Come!
Alright, I guess I'm going first here then.
The Archfiend of Fire has no equal.
But yeah, typically they will heal the party before going into combat.
The glory of fire.
Kind of a sense of, I don't know. A sense of fair play, I guess.
Flames to lick at your heels.
Not sure I follow what's happening here. Okay.
Darkest flames to me.
Ah, we get frozen in place when it goes off. Okay. Okay, move and attack. Fairly simple.
Flames to lick at your heels.
Alright, so that's gonna spin... How far is it gonna spin, though?
Darkest flames to me.
So that's gonna spin to the right. Oh, okay.
Naught but ash will remain.
Okay, so I have to look not just only at what's spinning there, but elsewhere. Got it.
All will burn. Allow me to show you real flame. You've strength worthy enough of pride. But will it be enough?
I am one with the flame.
Oh, now he's doing an ultimate? Alright, so you would need to stop casting spells
You are
when
the
he was doing
first
this.
to behold this form. The flames rise higher. Look now on my essence made pure. Destruction incarnate.
It's a pretty quick attack there.
To ashes with you. Come, O God! I shall tear you asunder! Flames to lick at your heels.
Alright, so what's happening this time? Spinning to the left. So it is going to track over to here.
Darkest flames to me!
Alright, in this case, it's gonna go over there.
Naught but ash will remain.
We might already have him on repeat here.
Burn! Destruction incarnate! The flames rise higher! To ashes with you! Come, O God!
shall tear you asunder!
See if anybody wants to take the limit break. There we go.
Flames to lick at your heels.
And down goes Rubicante.
It seems I was a step too slow.
To defeat all of us archfiends, you are strong indeed.
Why do you fight? What is it that you wish to save?
You would know your enemy's heart. Very well. It bleeds more than you can ever understand. But I will speak, and you will listen, and learn how all began.
How long has it been since the world was undone? Since light and life gave way to darkness and undeath? Since we were reduced to beasts befouled, squabbling over what scant ether remains? But you are different. You remember who you were, and the paradise for which you fought. That world will never be ours again. But we need not suffer in this purgatory of death and rebirth forever. Join me, and together we shall seek the promised land.
There is no hope, no freedom from the wheel. You speak a fantasy.
I speak truth, the Ascian's revelation. There are other worlds than this. Ours is but one of 14.
Now, how does he know that? Did he learn something from the Ascians?
There is no greater proof than the whispers we hear, born of a neighboring reality. A reality to which we may journey if we can but break down the barrier that divides us.
You meant it then. We will take this world as our own.
let me in.
In return for your strength, I offer you opportunity to pursue your own ends in service to a greater cause. A glorious kingdom of light, wherein all may know death's sweet embrace.
And thus did we begin our great work.
You intend to forsake the 13th and conquer the Source?
Just so. Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
You served Golbez of your own volition.
As atonement for my failures, I tried to be a hero. Tried to stop the war. But I could not.
So in turn you wage another.
A means to a final end. The wheel of depravity must be broken. Even the most exalted succumb. We eat and deepen the stain upon our souls, until only the hunger remains. Is this to be our fate for all eternity?
I don't know. About this and a great many things. But I do know that it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. Not everything need be a trade. This I learned from the people of this world. Even without a contract, without any expectation of personal gain, they labor for one another. I didn't understand it at first, and perhaps I still don't. But if I'm to achieve something, I'd rather do it their way. Else I am already a hunger-maddened beast.
Perhaps we have indeed surrendered to the hunger after a fashion. Make for our moon. There you will find both Lord Golbez and your dragon.
So each of the reflections has a moon then. But do they have... No, they would not have two moons. Dalamode was a creation of the Elegans, so... And that happened after, so no, each would only have one moon. Are you betraying Golbez?
Never. Our triumph is at hand, and the knowledge will avail you naught. But to be so viciously slandered, pride demands I prove my virtue at the last. And perhaps your own will resonate with his, and draw forth that singular jewel which abides deep within his heart. A desire which lies beyond his quest to free us from our purgatory. A desire all his own.
You know, if we're talking about the moon, I have to bring up Zemus. We'll see if that character happens to come into play here or not. My inquiries delayed me. I'm not accustomed to conversation. But I am glad I arrived in time to speak with Rubicante. As much as I understand his motives, I believe there's a better way. Yours. The future you strive for is one I wish to see. And I want to know why I feel this way. Why this fire burns in my breast. Let's go for the Savage Aim. There's nothing more for us here. What of Alzadal's legacy? Has there been any word from Y'shtola and the others? Yeah, it's been destroyed. I see. Frustrating, perhaps. But better that the gate is destroyed than used to unleash more Void Scent. We should return to Megaduta and rejoin the others. Alright, back to Radzat Han. It is good to see you both returned hale and whole. Your friends arrived not long ago, and are already with the satrap. Shall I show you in? Let's enter.
Thank goodness you're both all right. Unfortunately, we have nothing further to report apart from the loss of the gate. But tell us, how did you fare on the mountain?
Last of the Archfiends is gone.
Golbez aspires to deliver Void Scent unto the Source, where they may die and return to the life stream to be reborn.
But that wouldn't work, necessarily. And it comes to a problem of the fact that so many of the other reflections have already been absorbed into the Source. The people of the 14th, or of the 13th rather, they're just 1/14 of a person. So even if they returned, they would not be as whole as the people on the Source. And although the plan right now is to not merge any of the other reflections back into the Source, if that were to ever happen, that would cause issues here on the Source. Because basically the 13th would not have anybody to rejoin their originals with. And in fact, the question becomes, if they actually do cross over, would they ever be able to merge back ever again? I don't think that would work like that. It would seem the calamity would be needed to cause a merging. But again, that is not the plan right now, especially considering what typically happens around those.
Far be it for me to deny them, but the cost to our people would be beyond unconscionable.
Indeed. Void Sent themselves are inherently dangerous. Never mind the chaos sure to follow should the barrier twixt our worlds be shattered. 'Twould be naught less than a calamity.
Can't let that happen.
Certainly not. That said, our task has been rendered rather difficult.
Indeed. Rubicante hath deprived us of a means to cross into the void.
Kenyatso's faint. That was doubtless what he meant when he said his part was done.
Golbez sacrificed 2 archfiends just to stop us. He must need more time to break the barrier to our world.
Then the days ahead will be critical. We must find a way back to the 13th.
Again, what about the Cloud of Darkness?
We could employ another Atomos, but that approach would only be viable if we found another planar fissure. An unlikely prospect. Better we explore other avenues. If you will excuse my absence, I shall return to Sharlayan to look for information.
By all means. Meanwhile, I shall seek the counsel of our alchemists.
Time is of the essence, so wish me luck.
I'm no scholar. I'll find another way to keep myself busy here.
How about a little training to keep your lance arm honed?
Rest assured, I never shirk my training. I will be ready for whatever awaits.
Zero. May we call upon thee when next we venture unto the 13th.
Aye. And in case you're wondering, I won't ask for further payment. I will go for myself, to try and understand why I spoke the words I said to Rubicante. And the fire I felt within, when you all came to my aid in Garlemald.
While our esteemed sorceress battles her tomes, let us see to our own affairs.
I will not fail you again, sister.
Before you leave, I would once more express my gratitude. By your hand has Thavnair been saved yet again. But before you delivered my people, you helped me rediscover hope, when the sight of my sister's eye left me bereft and adrift for a time. We may have lost the gate in Alzadal's legacy, but there must be another way to travel the void, and together we will find it. For now, I bid you rest and recover your strength. I too shall have my vessel improved ahead of our next foray. To achieve his ends, Golbez has sacrificed his 4 generals. Such a ruthless foe is unpredictable in the extreme, but no matter what he plots, we shall do our utmost to see that he does not succeed. Meanwhile, on the moon in the 13th.
Kenyatso and Rubicante have joined with the Great Flow. In this world, 'tis the ravenous who are useful, and few were as ravenous as they. You were fine pawns, my archfiends, and you have played your parts to perfection. But with the goal in sight, I need no minions to do my bidding. Hereon, I shall walk alone.
So basically being kept where Zodiark was. That's the first time we're actually getting a good look at the 13th.
At long, long last, the end draws nigh. The end to life on that star, and the end to my suffering.
Beyond closed gates awaits your foe, where no path leads and none may go. Alright! And so with that, that brings us to the end of the 6.3 main scenario quest. And with that, that is going to wrap things up for me here today. Now, I do continue to do a little bit more in 14 today, but I'm going to be doing that on the Discord in a little bit. But for everybody else here, thank you for joining me today. This is PrinceBrightstar signing off. I'll catch you next time.